Hey all, it's Alec on the Bridge of the USS Aries with my good dear friends, Mark Edward Lewis, who is our director, and Jeff Fagan, who is our director of photography. And we're here to give you an update about the amazing Axanar shoot. It was absolutely spectacular. We shot J.G. Hertzler as Sam Travis, we shot Rob Hayes as Xander DeVille, and we shot Raj Kala as Commodore Singh. And that shoot went spectacular. It was a 10 out of 10. Everyone left feeling great and having a lot of fun. We were going to do the LA shoot first, but just the way things started shaking out, it made more sense to do the Atlanta shoot. In the matter of about 6 weeks, we got this shoot together, got the actors committed. Dana and his crew did an amazing job on this bridge. You got to go watch the Aries Bridge update video to get all the information on that. Everything came together. One day we did a shoot here on the bridge, which will be put into the next 2 episodes. And then we shot 4 actors in one day, which is our record. We usually do 3, yep. But this time we did 4. And that was amazing. So we're gonna start by talking about the one-day bridge shoot, and I'm gonna toss it to Mark. Mark, tell us. It was amazing. It was unbelievable. Tell us. It was.
We decided to basically shoot this bridge, which is so beautiful. I wish we could just turn the camera around. You could just see the whole thing. In a way that we haven't done on Axanar before, which is we had so many pages of dialogue and action to do, and we had one day in which to do it. So we brought in what's called the Steadicam to basically walk through this bridge and go from one actor to another actor to another actor to get their lines and to get all kinds of very J.J. Abrams-esque Star Trek without the lens flares. It was incredible because it also allowed us to be able to not have to cut. Every time we cut, we've got Alec's scene, we have to cut, we do a new slate, there's time wasted, and with a 5 or 6 page scene, that can be an hour of your day just spending time going between slates and all these kinds of things. But with a Steadicam, we just grab our Steadicam operator, we got that shot, let's move to this actor, we've got that shot, we move to this actor, we've got that shot, and some other beautiful things. Then on the interview days, we have some new surprise actors for you who the performances that we've gotten, thanks to Ted Bernetti, that he got out of these incredibly well-talented actors, it's just, for you on that side, it's hard to go when I say it's incredible. You're like, yeah. You're going to see it, and you're going to be riveted by what we were able to capture.
So, Jeff, tell us about what it was like to shoot, to be the DP here on this bridge, and not only for the bridge, for the green screen scenes, for the interviews. Just tell us about the weekend, and hopefully you're as excited about it as I am. I think.
Oh yeah. So I'll start off with the green screen because that wasn't really anything new. We shot the green screen very similar to how we did in 2021. But what was exciting is we shot the bridge scene, but we did something that I certainly haven't seen in fan films before, where Mark came to me and he told me his ideas. As we spoke in the bridge video, we spoke about pre-production, and he said, this is the scene we're going to do, and he made a joke. He was like, what if we just shot this thing in anamorphic? And I go, yeah, no, we can.
Tell everyone what anamorphic is.
So anamorphic is a combination of, first, it's a specialty lens, and it's part of the reason why in movies, when you see that there's black bars on the top of the bottom, that's actually how the video comes out. And the reason people like shooting in anamorphic, besides the lens flares that you see in Star Trek and you see in the new Star Wars movies, it's the fact that anamorphic lenses tend to make things look a little distorted, but a lot more pleasing to the eye. So it gives video a lot more of an artistic look, which is why, Mark brought as a joke, hey, what if we shot this thing in anamorphic? And I was excited because I just picked up some anamorphic lenses from this company called Surrey, and they're actually not used heavily in filmmaking for the reason of they look a little bit too much like a sci-fi movie when you use them. Except for, that's what we're going for. We're going for a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
And we just got some very special shots that really filled my heart. I can't wait to show you. I'm sure there's some behind the scenes going right now where you can kind of see the cameras in action. And it was really special to do that. Now, the one thing I will say, like Mark mentioned before, the one thing we didn't do is we didn't introduce a lot of lens flares, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's because we didn't want them. It was really more of a budget thing to get the lens flares and get them to pop out right. They're actually designed in the shot, like even in the JJ movies, a lot of the times either they have specific lights built into the sets that will create the lens flare in camera, or they have someone off to the side literally flashing a really powerful light into the camera. And this set, although it seems really big, it's not big enough to get all of this lighting in if we're trying to show a good amount of the bridge. So we shot this in anamorphic, everything, you know, I hope you enjoy the way it looks. And, you know, whether you like lens flares or not, I hope you don't mind that there aren't that many. But it was extremely fun to do, and I actually loved running back and forth. You know, Mark would call me and be like, hey, take a look at this, because I couldn't do everything. It was funny because it was the first time where I was stuck in Video Village for most of the shoot, but I was with our DIT Jamie, and we were kind of doubling up as not just me being the DP, but also almost like a producer, making sure that the framing was good, making sure things weren't in the shot. You know, we caught like a minor thing at the end of the day that would have been a little heartbreaking with someone wearing specific shoes. So it was really good that I had Jamie with me to help me catch little things. So we had no Game of Thrones cups issues, Starbucks cups
There were no
issues.
Starbucks cups.
Yeah, none on this set.
No Starbucks cups were killed in the production of Axanar.
Yeah. And like Mark said, this was the longest day, probably the only day where I've ever been in socks a good amount of the day, just running throughout. I looked at my socks at the end of the day and I'm like, oh, these are black, I'm just tossing them. You know? But it was really fun to do it. And if you guys have any questions, make sure to put them in the comments below, and I'll answer them from my account too if I see anything that you know you really want to know.
And the big thing was we shot it in a really interesting style, and I think you guys will love what you see. And we just had great actors, which was really awesome. It's such a pleasure to work with people who can really get it. We had Haley was here, who came back, who was originally the pilot on the Hercules, but we needed someone. I was struggling finding someone to play Tara Wagner, the tactical officer, and so I called Haley up, and she was available, and she did an amazing job. Adrian was just wonderful to work with. It was just a great, and Rob Hayes, we had Rob Hayes back as Xander DeVille, the pilot. He's always a pleasure to work with. So thank you for your support. We love you, and so appreciate all your patience as we work our way back through things. But let me tell you, we have very high standards for what Axanar is, and when people say, why are you taking so long? Listen, if you wanted Axanar just to look like an average fan film, it would have been out by now. But we couldn't live with ourselves if that was what we produced. We're looking to produce something that is at least the equal of Prelude to Axanar, and that's a very high standard from everything. On every level, we need to overachieve, and so that's what we're going for. And looking back at the 2019 shoot, that you would not have been happy. I know we weren't happy with a lot of what we were seeing. So we were able to salvage 2 characters out of that. And like I said, 10 characters are in the can. We only have 7 left to shoot, and we are done. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your donations. And if you have any questions, as Jeff said, you want to talk to Mark, you want to talk to Jeff, you want to talk to me, put them in the comments below, and we will answer them.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Anything else?
No, live long and prosper, everybody.
Live long and prosper.